When I'm walking on from the side y me pega el sol.
What an absolutely beautiful day. Love when these early spring days, the sun's shining and
Let me go, like I kissed the sun. Let me go, oh, because I know you do want.
it freaks me out that the same ball of gas that makes life feasible on this planet could also make people sick. Last night before I went to bed, I checked the comments on yesterday's vlog. The last comment was from Sari Cornfield, thanking me for the call out on last night's event that she threw. Sari, I'm going to talk just a little bit more about the event last night. For the second time that I've been there, I learned some amazing facts about melanoma and the risks that we have just being outside. At the event, they played a video which gave a lot of stats and figures on the chances of contracting melanoma. My brother-in-law Al has a funny joke where he says 87% of stats are made up. But these stats are pretty close. If you had light hair and blue eyes, you had the chance of getting melanoma. If you lay in a tanning bed before you were 30, you had a 50% greater chance. And the one that jumped out at me the most was if you were sunburnt as a kid, you had like a 50% greater chance of getting melanoma. Unfortunately, every point that was in that video, I could put a checkbox to. Until I started working for a living, you couldn't keep me inside on a nice summer day like this. I'd be out in the boat, I'd be out in the park playing baseball, anything but being inside. The sun didn't scare me, but it should have, and it does now. I talk about this on a beautiful day on Friday because out of knowing Sari and Noah Cornfield comes a beautiful story that I have. To see the two of them together is certainly something special, which I'm sure anybody who knows them agrees with. Sari, your part of the story ends right here. The rest is about my buddy Noah. At the beginning of last season and throughout the year, Noah was in the top 3 players on our team. But this year Noah found himself marred in a bit of a slump at the beginning of the year. Come the middle of the year, the slump was continuing. Noah was clearly shaken by it, but he didn't miss a practice, didn't miss a game. In fact, he was the first person on for practices and the last person off. He was playing well, just not scoring the goals like he usually does. But Noah still persevered. And then one day, with a few games left in the season, he went out there and he had a shift and he scored 2 goals. And before the shift was over, he almost got a 3rd one. The bench was going nuts. Everybody's pulling for him, for no other reason than he's just a really good kid. Not just a kid, he's just a really good guy. And so he snapped out of the slump. Very humbly, he accepted the memento we give to the player of the game and just moved on. Came out the next day and was back in our top 3. He stayed in the top 3 for the rest of the year and finished off the season in great fashion. This is one of those situations where, as a coach, you get rewarded. It's not money I'm looking for. It's just to see that kind of story. A great kid, persevere, and come through something. The same type of problems that we all have as adults, he persevered as a kid. And he had to do it with the peer pressure of his teammates around him the whole time. And he just did it. He went out there and said, screw you, slump. I'm going to overcome. And he overcame. And I learned a lot. And as a coach, to see that is worth it. That's why I do it. Times of greatness help define us. But the true determination of greatness is slumps. Not the slump, but the way you come out of a slump. Love the expression that we're like tea bags. You don't know how strong you are until you've been dipped in hot water. I'm sorry I never got to know David Cornfield, but I feel extremely fortunate to have a good relationship with both Sari and Noah. Corny, thanks for the amazing year. You truly were inspiring. Watching you come out of that slump was amazing, buddy. You really are a hero of mine. Please go to newfamilyrule.com for some great information on prevention of melanoma. There's some amazing videos there that I think you'll really enjoy watching, plus some excellent information. Have a great weekend, everybody. Happy Mother's Day to all the mothers out there. See you Monday.